How's it going, everyone? It's Sam. Today I want to talk to you about the historic day that we're having right now. Now, a lot of people don't really realize this. A lot of people probably haven't thought about it yet because it's so new. The news is so new that maybe we haven't really had time to process it, how momentous this day is. But I also want to go through some news for you guys over the last day in the stock market. But before we get into it, I just want to say I am on, day 3 of having the Roni Rona, whatever you want to call it. So I apologize. Definitely trying to push through some of this. Now, I slept like 12 hours last night, and I still felt like I could have slept a little bit more. So overall, I'm not feeling that bad, I guess, but just really drained. But I wanted to bring this to you guys because I think this is really important. If you guys want to do anything to support the channel, I know JJ did a video where he wasn't even talking because he couldn't. I think it was because he lost his voice from this. But if you guys want to support the channel, hitting the like button helps a lot. Getting over the fact that I'm nasally helps a lot too. So definitely hit the like button. Also, if you want to support in another way, if you haven't already gotten your 2 free stocks through WeBull, you can definitely check out the link down below. That helps out a lot. That takes my girlfriend and I out on a date once I can actually get outside the house. It definitely helps out the channel a lot. You can get 2 free stocks worth up to $1,850. Again, I just really like this platform. I have money in here, but I also like it for the desktop view and on the mobile too. You can see how the stocks are performing throughout the day after the market closes. You can see a bunch of different statistics all in one place, which is really nice to be able to look at all your stocks at one time. So instead of searching up on Google how everyone's doing, this is, I think, a much easier way of viewing it, and you get to see how the stocks are performing throughout the day. And you can set up different watch lists and stuff like that. They give you account credit too. When you make a deposit, you can move the money right into new stocks, and then also they allow you to buy crypto and stuff like that. I don't really get into crypto on here because I use BlockFi. There's a link down below to BlockFi if you're interested in that. They're giving a bonus and an interest rate, but definitely check these out if you want to support the channel in another way. So the reason I say this is a historic day is because the S&P 500 passed 4,000. Now, I realize this might not seem like that big a feat, and I mean, it's up, 1% on the day, so not huge, but take a look at where we've been. Over the last year, we were down under 2,500 a year ago. Back when we were really at the bottom, we were around 2,300. We're up 74% since then. That is momentous. In 13 months, we've almost doubled the S&P 500. Now, if this isn't a good reminder that investing is over the long term, right? Sure, if you're in individual stock investing, you probably have to make more decisions here and there, but this is a good reminder that if you're investing, you shouldn't be looking at, making a quick buck all the time. Sure, maybe there are opportunities that come up, but over time, if you're invested in the market, whether you're in the S&P 500 or individual stocks that you're doing research on, over time, you should be able to grow your wealth quite significantly. Now, of course, we saw a once-in-a-lifetime pandemic. We saw a huge drop, and then we've seen a great recovery. But I think it's important to remember the big picture. Time in the market is really important. Now, let's talk about some individual news, because NIO had their deliveries, and this is actually a big number that they hit. They hit 7,257 vehicles in March, which is almost a 400% increase year over year. And I think this is quite impressive because they talked about how they were short on chips and how they were actually going to shut down their plant for a few days. So seeing them actually deliver this amount of vehicles over March is quite impressive. And at least earlier on the day, they had jumped up a decent amount on this news. I believe they were up in the 40 range. Yeah, so they're right at 39.50 right now. They're still up about 1% on the day, which is a large jump from where they were when they fell down to about 33. Now, in addition to that, President Biden went through his infrastructure bill yesterday. So he has $620 billion to repair and modernize bridges, roads, highways, and expand public transit, invest in electric vehicles, improve rail systems, improve ports, waterways, and airports. That's a lot of money. I think we just start getting used to hearing billions, but $621 billion is a huge amount of money. Then we have $300 billion to boost U.S. manufacturing, $111 to ensure safe drinking water, $100 billion to expand high-speed broadband access, $100 billion for the electric grid, so companies like CLSK might be able to take advantage of this. 213 to produce, preserve, retrofit more than 2 million affordable and sustainable homes, 100 billion to build and upgrade public schools, and you can go down the line. Again, just a lot of money being thrown, and this is going to be hopefully building about 5 million jobs if this gets approved. Now, some people say it needs to be higher than $2 trillion. Some people are saying that's way too high, that's way too expensive. But either way you look at it, some of this will probably get pushed through. We also have news of Cathie Wood's new ARK X portfolio. So I've done a video on it and talked about what's included in it. They had a significant amount of money going into it. On their debut day, they had about $281 million flowing into ARK X. They also had about $717 million going into ARK K. So you have money going back into these funds, and I think most of this money is probably retail money. I don't know. Honestly, I don't know how it's broken down. I don't know if they have any larger like hedge funds putting money in there, or any larger institutions, I should say, putting money in there. But either way, people are throwing money back into some of these high growth plays. And of course, that's kind of how it goes every single day, that they have that there's a green day, money flows into it. And then when there's a red day, money flows out of it, which is the opposite of what you actually want to see. But that is something that is interesting to take a look at. There is a lot of money in there. Now, as a reminder, the market will be closed tomorrow, the U.S. stock market for Good Friday. So just pay attention to that. Hope you guys have a nice long weekend away from the stock market. I hope I feel even better tomorrow than I do today, so that way I can continue making videos for you guys. I love making at least a video a day. That's what I've been doing for the last year, but I want to make sure that it's actually relevant and good information for you guys. Again, if you want to support the channel, this is huge. If you guys want to, you can sign up for WeBull. Check it out. Check out their platform. Just deposit $100. Get those free stocks. I really appreciate that. If you guys have any questions, leave them underneath the video. If you guys have any stocks that you want me to take a look at, definitely leave them under the video. I've been resting a lot more this week because of everything that's going on, but I plan on really kicking it up to high gear next week. Thank you guys so much. I really appreciate all your support, and I will see you guys in the next video. Bye.